It's that time of month, so sit back, get a notepad, and prepare for the Knoxville real estate market update for April 2021. Let's get started right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to All Things Knoxville with me, Ben Barredo, your local real estate pro and relocation expert for East Tennessee. Before we jump in today's video, I just want to remind you that I make videos just like this every single week. I make this market update video every single month. So if you like it and if you want more of it, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and then share this video with somebody that might get a kick out of it, might find it helpful. Also, I love making videos, but my real job is selling real estate. So if you're thinking of making a move in the real estate market, especially after you get the stats in this video, hit me up. I'd love to help you out. I help people all across the country every single day, and I'd love to help. Alright, so now let's jump into today's video and talk numbers. So March is almost over, which means the numbers are in for April, and things are looking as crazy as ever. As always, let's start big and then work small by starting with the nation's housing market numbers first. Starting with inventory, nationally, the inventory of homes actively for sale in April decreased by 53%, a slightly higher decline rate than the 52% drop in March. This amounted to 554,000 fewer homes actively for sale on a typical day in April. While it's promising that newer listings have improved compared to the previous year, they are still down 25.5% from the typical rate of newly listed homes in 2017 and 2019. Talking about median list price, the home price for active listings grew by 17.2% over last year and reached $375,000 in April. That's higher than the month's growth rate of 15.6%. The median list price of $375,000 is a new all-time high. Now, when it comes to time on market, nationally, the typical home spent 43 days on market in April 20, and that's 20 days less than this time last year. Realtor.com's April housing data release indicates that the homes are selling at a historical speed, with time on market for a typical listing dropping down to 43 days. Relief is not yet on the horizon for buyers as inventory continues to shrink. While sellers are listing homes at a far greater rate than the initial onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, the rate of newly listed homes remains far below the rates seen back in 2017 and 2019. So that's the national level. Let's talk Knoxville. New listings first. For the first time in a long time, the number of newly listings entering the market exceeded the previous year. It might not feel like it because homes are just flying off the market so fast, but that's because listings took a COVID nosedive last year and are likely not making a really close comparison. However, hopefully this will help appease some of the buyer demand, though it's going to take a lot more to really satisfy all those hungry buyers out there. Active listings next are currently around just under 2,000. It's a tiny uptick from last month and likely relates to the dawn of the sales season, as well as relaxed concerns about COVID with everyone getting vaccine. But still, the number represents fewer active listings than we've ever had in this month. If this year is more normal than the previous years, then we should see this number increase a little bit through August. Next, pending sales. The number represents the number of homes that are sitting in pending status and haven't yet actually closed. This is a steady increase, which shows continued demand. Again, it's hard to compare these numbers to last year because this time last year, COVID was just shutting everything down. But if we look at previous years, then what we see is we'll probably sustain this throughout the summer. Closed units. Between March and April, closed units remain flat, but still it's more than the previous Aprils. However, as we approach May, June, and July, we're likely to see this number increase, provided there are enough houses to sell. If inventory doesn't keep up, this number may not be able to move at any rate. Months of supply. With the increased number of new listings entering the market, months of supply for the first time all year has moved slightly upwards to 1 month. directly related to the supply-demand equation. This number did the same thing last year, and then it dipped back down. Before we jump into the next few points, I just wanted to talk to you about a video I did recently, my first driving tour video. You can check it out right here. It's my West Knoxville driving tour, and I think you'll like it. You get to see some neighborhoods. You get to ride with me in the car. It's kind of fun. Again, you can click here, and there's a link in the description. Average sales price. This is a number that remained flat in April, which doesn't seem to be out of the ordinary. It's just a lot higher than anything we've seen before. The median price, which isn't on this chart, is $260,000, which means that the price at which most homes are selling is $260,000, but the average is bumped up due to the increase in the number of higher-end homes that are selling. The average days on market in the MLS right now is about 26 days. But let's talk median again, which isn't on here, but represents where the majority of the sales fall. That number is 4 days from listing to pending status, and that's about the pace we're seeing with new listings. Next, let's talk about showings. Let's not even bother comparing this number to last year when we're breaking the hand sanitizers and all that stuff, the mask, and we're locking doors just around this time last year. It will be interesting to watch this number over the next several months and years. I expect that we'll see the ratio of showings to closings change, as virtual showings might take place of first showings and in-person showings, becoming the choice that buyers go to when they initially start looking at properties. Well, hey, that's it for this real estate market update. I hope you found it helpful, and I hope some of these numbers motivate you to get up and do something about your real estate needs. Again, if you need me, give me a call. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.